My name is Caroline, this is Globanitter. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm at home in Mexico, and maybe you are wondering how I manage all my knitting projects when I'm traveling. So today I want to share with you the digital tools and resources I use so I can knit on the go anywhere in the world without stress. My favorite resource by far is Ravelry. And if you don't know yet, Ravelry is the social media for knitters. The good thing is it's not as addictive, anyway not to me, as Facebook or Instagram. It is free to join. You can create an account, and once you've created an account, you can search by pattern, designer, by yarn. You can look at what other people have made from this pattern with that yarn. I find it very intuitive. You can also buy patterns from there. The only downside is that you can only buy with PayPal. So if you don't want to use PayPal, or if you don't have a PayPal account, you can go directly to the designer's website and buy the pattern from them. Once you buy a pattern, you can download it to your computer. So that brings me to the second resource that I like the most. Because I have everything Apple, iPhone, iPad, MacBook, I bought some storage on the iCloud. So I have on my desktop a file that I call knitting pattern, and I put all my knitting patterns there that I bought or that I've downloaded for free. That way they are all in the same place and I have access to them whenever I want, wherever I am, and I don't even need Wi-Fi if they are downloaded onto my iPad. The third resource I absolutely cannot live without is KnitCompanion. And I bought the app for 1 year and I didn't use it. I didn't see the difference between the free version and the paid version, so you don't need to buy it, it's free and it's enough. You can download any pattern that you may have in your knitting pattern file onto KnitCompanion. You can also link KnitCompanion with Ravelry. And what I like the most about it is that when you use the app, the screen doesn't die. So it's always on. It's easy to refer to it. And also there's a multiple row counter, so I think you can count up to 6 things at the same time. I like it a lot. So that's my third tool that I cannot live without. My fourth favorite tool is an app that is called Stashbot. And this app allows me, when I find some yarn in a yarn store and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, I just have to decide what kind of garment I want to knit, if it's a hat, a scarf, a cardigan, a long jumper, and you give the gauge and the size you want, and it tells you how many meters you have to buy. So recently I went to Katia Yarn and I fell in love with this yarn, and I decided, okay, I want to make a sweater with it. So I worked out that I had to buy 5 balls of yarn. My fifth favorite tool for someone who travels a lot is I have a Kindle, because I love reading as well. And I don't know if you know, but if you have an iPad or an iPhone, you can download the Kindle app for free and you can put all your books onto your iPad. So what I have of course the Kindle app on my iPad, and I know I'm crazy, but the books, the knitting books that I really like, I buy them also in digital version on my Kindle and I read them on my iPad. So, and maybe I can show you some of these favorite books. And before I talk about my favorite books, did you know that if you register for Kindle Unlimited, it's about $12 a month, I think, there's many free knitting books on Kindle that you can download on your iPad app. So let's look at my favorite books. One of the books that I have in physical version and digital is a knitting pattern writing handbook, because you know it's quite heavy, it takes some space and I cannot bring all my books with me, but I want to refer to them still. So this is one of the books I have in double. One of the books I have just in my iPad is, The Knitting Bag of Tricks by Patty Lyons. And this book has been translated in many languages, so you can get it in your own languages, in your mother tongue. The physical copy is in Korea. Another of my favorite books is Custom Socks that I have in physical and in digital. And for my crochet needs, one of my favorite books in crochet that I have in digital and in physical also is Crochet Secrets, and the copy is, the physical copy is in Korea. In my, I have a suitcase in Korea where I have these books, some yarn, a yarn winder, and I mean many different accessories that I use if I ever find myself with more than a 24 hours rest, for example. I have time to open my suitcase a little bit more and install myself in my room. So I like to have everything I need for my knitting in Korea as well. So if you travel and knit, I would love to know what resources and apps you use when you're away from home. And I will see you next week with a new video. And until then, have a fantastic week. Bisous, bisous. Mwah.